Hello, good morning everyone. Myself Hiren R. Mistry. I am from NG Patel Polytechnic Diploma Engineering College, Bardoli. Now, today my topic of presentation is engineering curves. So, I will start with part 1, which is conic sections. So, today we will start with conic sections. There are three conic sections: ellipse, parabola, and hyperbola. The ellipse drawn by various methods which are mentioned here: concentric circle method, rectangle method, oblong method, arc of circle method, rhombus method, and basic locus method. Parabola is drawn by first rectangle method, method of tangents, basic locus method, and hyperbola is drawn by rectangular hyperbola by in which coordinates are given to us, rectangular hyperbola in which PV diagram equation is given, and basic locus method, directric focus method. Okay, so let us start with conic sections. Here ellipse, parabola, and hyperbola are called conic sections because these curves appear on the surface of a cone when it is cut by some typical cutting planes. Now we take some illustration based on this. So here we consider one cone. Okay, so its section cuts by plane through generators. So the shape generated is known as ellipse. Now we consider another cone in which the section cuts the plane parallel to its end generators. So curve generated or the shape we can see is parabola. Now we consider third cone in which section cuts plane parallel to its axis. So the curve generated is known as hyperbola. So in this manner different curves are generated. Now we will see some common definitions of ellipse, parabola, and hyperbola. So these are the locus of points moving in a parallel such that the ratio of its distances from a fixed point and a fixed line always remains constant. So the ratio is called an eccentricity. So in this manner we can or we have to find out an eccentricity. So first A, when eccentricity is less than 1, then the curve generated is known as ellipse. So for ellipse eccentricity is less than 1. If eccentricity equal to 1, then the curve is parabola, and if it is greater than 1, then the curve is hyperbola. Here some other definitions are also given. It is a locus of a point moving in a plane such that the sum of its distances from two fixed points always remains constant. Now we start with first method to draw an ellipse, which is concentric circle method. Here problem is given to us: draw ellipse by concentric circle method. The major axis is 100 mm and minor axis is 70 mm long. So how can we draw this curve? So here steps are also given to us. First, draw both axes as perpendicular bisectors of each other and name their ends as shown. So we have to draw two lines which are perpendicular to each others. Okay, one is horizontal line is our major axis, which is 100 mm long, and vertical line which is minor axis and its dimension is 70 mm. Now taking their intersecting point as a center, draw two concentric circles considering both as respective diameters. Now divide both these circles into 12 equal parts and give name to both the circles. From all points of outer circle, Draw vertical lines downwards and upwards respectively. From all points of inner circle, draw horizontal lines to intersect those vertical lines. Mark all intersecting points properly as those are the points on ellipse. Join all these points along with the ends of both axes in smooth possible curve. So it is our required ellipse. Second, ellipse by rectangle method. Draw ellipse by rectangle method. The major axis is given 100 mm and minor axis is 70 mm long. So how can we draw this ellipse by rectangle method? So first step is to draw a rectangle taking major and minor axis as sides. So AB is our major axis, CD is our minor axis. In this rectangle, draw both axes as perpendicular bisectors of each other. For construction, select upper left part of a rectangle. Then divide vertical small side and horizontal long side into same number of equal parts. Here we divide it in 4 equal parts. Now name those as shown. Now we join all vertical points 1, 2, 3, 4 to Now we join all vertical points 1, 2, 3, 4 to the upper end of minor axis and all in this manner we can join it, and all horizontal points, for example 1, 2, 3, 4 to the lower end of minor axis. Then extend C1 line up to D1 and mark that point. Similarly, we extend C2, C3, C4 lines up to D2, D3 and D4 lines. Mark all these points properly and join all along with ends A and D in smooth possible curve. Do similar construction in right angle side part along with lower half of rectangle. Join all points, then we can generate ellipse by this method, which is known as rectangle method. Now third method is an oblong method. So here what is given to us? Draw ellipse by oblong method. Draw a parallelogram of 100 mm and 70 mm long sides which included angle of 75 degree. Inscribe ellipse in it. So what is different? The different as previous problem is that here steps are similar to the previous case, but previous one is drawn by a rectangle method. In this method, only in place of rectangle, here is a parallelogram which is at 75 degree. Then remaining procedures are same as that of rectangle method. Take major and minor axis, then generate one parallelogram, then consider lower top left top corner, then divide vertical and horizontal part into equal number of parts. So remaining method is same as that of rectangle methods. The only difference is that here we have to draw a parallelogram because an angle is given to us. So in this manner we can generate an ellipse by parallelogram method, or which is an oblong method. Then next one is ellipse by arc of circle method. In numerical, what is given to us that major axis AB and minor axis CD are 100 mm and 70 mm long respectively. So draw ellipse by arc of circle method. So here steps that how can we draw this curve. So first step is to draw both axes as usual, name the ends and intersecting points. Now taking AO distance, half major axis from C, mark F1 and F2 on AB, which is focus 1 and 2. On line F1O, taking any distance, mark points 1, 2, 3, 4. Taking F1 center with distance A1, draw an arc above AB, and taking F2 center with B1 distance, cut this arc, name the point P1. Repeat this step with same centers but taking now A2 and B2 distances for drawing arcs. Name the point P2. Similarly, get all other P points. With same steps, positions of P can be located below AB. Now, join all points by smooth curve to draw an ellipse. So this is our ellipse which is generated by an arc of circle method. Thank you.